Maria. Si Sasi yang ditegas Asri itu kayaknya udah balas deh di booking.com.
Oke, Kak.
Dia yang stay tamunya namanya beda, pokoknya orang lain gitu.
Oke. Atas nama siapa?
Ada dia balas di situ, lupa Ida ya apa apalah.
Oke.
Lemot banget sumpah, kesel deh.
Oke guys, aku mulai ya.
Nah, boleh silakan.
Pagi semuanya, pagi Maria, Vidi, dan Sasha. Kali ini kita hanya berempat aja Scrum meetingnya. Wah, apalagi sudah seru-serunya ini, aku semangat buat pimpin meeting. Oke, kita langsung masuk ke campaign tim HAR. Yang pertama kita akan jelasin di SLE-nya punya si Gray, itu di Inquiry Presentation. Tadi Gray sudah sempat info ke aku buat bantu jelasin campaign-nya dia. Ternyata ada update juga. Untuk dari Gray, update dari campaign-nya dia itu, sekarang dia secara generalisisnya, dia will try to start to move all agent that is all engaged with our support to agent phone number. Ini aku kurang paham maksudnya dia bagaimana, tapi semoga yang lain paham juga.
Maksudnya itu kayak mungkin bisa gue bantu. Itu kan jadi kan kalau nggak salah ada ada WhatsApp khusus yang agent itu loh.
Agent. Yes.
Jadi kan sekarang mungkin ada kemungkinan masih ada komunikasi sama agent sama nomor air support yang biasa. Jadi mau difokusin supaya coverage-nya lebih jelas aja sih.
Oke, berarti misalkan kalau ada agent minta info tentang properti di region 2, berarti langsung dibawa ke AS2 aja berarti ya? Seperti itu modelnya?
Iya, ke nomor agent.
Nomor agent ya?
Nomor agent itu AS2 bukan? Bukan kan? Ada nomor khusus kan buat agent. Mau udah kasih kalau nggak salah dulu itu. Kayak nomor khusus yang agent, air support agent gitu loh.
Oke, berarti misalkan nih ada agent nih nanya di AS2 nih, berarti kita langsung opernya ke nomor agent ya, begitu ya?
Bisa, tapi maksudnya Gray di sini tuh lebih ke mulai migrasiin supaya nggak yang AS1 sama AS2 nggak ke recok sama agent.
Oke, I see. And then second general basis that Facebook has a lot of conversion on the past week. Wow, luar biasa. Kemudian most inquiries from Instagram is still going on and need to follow up. Untuk sampai sekarang aku belum ada incas untuk di Instagram, tapi sebelumnya si Sasha udah bantu aku jelasin gimana cara follow up bukan Sasha, Maria untuk follow up gimana cara take care inquiry di Instagram inquiry. Kemudian selanjutnya finally slight increase in the overall conversion. The extension from long-term guests also contribute a lot on this week conversion. Action plan dari general analysisnya itu adalah move the agent one by one to agent phone number. So if there's an inquiry from agent in air support, we can give the snippet WA agent to them. And then following up past inquiry that might seem potential on our platform. Aku kurang paham soal yang ini action plan-nya untuk following up past inquiry. Berarti itu maksudnya Gray, kita bakal ngecek lagi inquiry yang sebelumnya masuk ke AS, terus kita oper ke gini ya, ke WA agent ya, atau kita sendiri yang follow up langsung di air support itu. Ada bisa bantu jawab?
Gue juga nebak-nebak ya. Yang pertama itu lebih ke mindahin nomor agent. Tapi yang kedua itu sebenarnya follow up. Jadi ada berapa mungkin inquiry yang no response kan, nggak ada jawaban atau mungkin masih bimbang tamunya. Ya itu perlu di follow up. Biasanya kita kan follow up kayak 3 kali ya biasanya dulu itu. 3 kali follow up, jadi kayak nggak ada jawaban kita follow up lagi, kita tanya lagi tamunya gimana mas, jadi atau enggak gitu. Jadi di semua platform.
Alright, I see. Thank you for the explanation, Pak Vidi. And then we move on to next campaigns, yaitu ESLE 2.2 guest engagement to improve review communication score. Ini di sini yang incas Andre ya. Oke, dari update Andre apakah ada? So, aku bacain langsung. Untuk di update adalah yang pertama untuk performance, communication rate drop by 0.01%. Nothing much happening on this communication. Previous week we have lower check-in compared with other week on June, but with current coverage, as saw on region 2, some guests are not being contacted through WhatsApp. Yes, dari sini memang aku sempat dari region 2 itu berapa nggak aku langsung follow up ke WhatsApp, tapi langsung aku take care di region 2, yang mana itu sepertinya ada miskomunikasi bukan miskomunikasi ya, ada misinformasi atau misunderstanding dari akunya. Seharusnya itu kan langsung dibuat ke WhatsApp, tapi aku malah take care langsung di region 2. That's my fault. Kemudian untuk lower check-in dan higher engagement, proven by some guests or just mention us on Instagram. The host usually reminds the guests to enjoy the stay or share or make some good pic during your stay so we can post it later. Untuk next plan dari untuk campaign ini, since we need to adapt on this kind of new coverage, we need to adapt on the communication. The communication priority will be for check-in, and during stay, extension reminder, and review reminder. Teman-teman mungkin ada tambahan untuk ini Andre, feedback mungkin? All good ya?
Ya itu sih paling sekarang coverage-nya kayaknya lagi kacau ya.
Kacau banget.
Nanti kita bahas di discussion mungkin itu lebih banyak ya.
Oke, siap Ko Vidi. Move on to the next campaign, online hosting optimization to improve review check-in score. Dari sini, dari status update-nya kita lihat untuk status yang di B1, sending virtual direction total 27, ini sebagian besar ada di AS2 yang mana in charge itu aku, dan udah ada improve sebanyak 1,37%. Sebelumnya ini sekitar 18, sekarang udah ada naik sekitar 9 biji. Maksudnya dalam artian itu untuk coverage yang poster kirim ke tamu check-in itu cuma ada 9 karena ini terbatas, di mana untuk poster yang aku punya itu sebagian cuma di region 2 dan itu nggak semua properti cover. Nanti jelasnya akan kejelasin apa friction yang aku alami di campaign cardku. Oke, untuk di update di sini ini Andre ada concern terutama di campaignku yang mana check-in rate also decreased and currently still on the SLA we expect. And based on this question, effective the impact of your visual direction. At the moment, aku nggak bisa lihat bagaimana impactnya sebenarnya dari poster yang kirim ke tamu itu, karena kan bagaimana poster itu hanya kirim waktu tamunya itu aku konfirmasinya aja. Biasanya kan 1 hari sebelum dia check-in aku kirimin dia poster. Ada juga berapa non poster yang kirim yang mana itu cuma foto bagian depan villanya aja karena itu belum selesai posternya. Kemudian untuk dari next plan-nya, ya ini sempat weekend kemarin, bukan weekend juga, dari Jumat sama Sabtu itu ada masalah di mana 3 bookingan yang nggak masuk di Bigger, di mana itu udah confirm di Airbnb, tapi di Bigger nggak ada. Sudah sempat komunikasi dengan si Chris, tapi di Chris-nya dia ngejelasin bahwa ada masalah dengan Airbnb emailing list-nya, jadi nggak masuk ke kita, nggak masuk ke partner, otomatis saran dari si Chris untuk sementara kita buatin manual aja, yang mana nanti campaign-nya dibuat Airbnb aja. Kemudian untuk update selanjutnya lagi dari si Andre, the priority area of coverage is for region 2 actually. There are lots of activity hosting there, and that might be some case there too. For region 1, basically with type of villa, there are staff that be able to help because they stay on the villa. Oke, ada feedback untuk dari campaign-nya si Andre, teman-teman semua? Oh, good ya. We move to next campaign from, is this Maria? Oh, Sasha. Maria bisa bantu jelaskan untuk update ini? Halo?
Sorry, Mr. Chair, this is my campaign.
Oh iya, Sasha, silakan Sasha.
Okay, thank you. So I'll explain for the update for the last week for the loyalty program. So actually for the percentage, it's for Airbnb, it's not very accurate because we're still facing like some issues with the data that is collected on Database, because like most reviews actually are not being counted there. And if you can scroll down to a little bit to the update, yeah. So as I said, the percentage for Airbnb is still inaccurate, and PD product development is still working on the reviews. And the progress, you guys can see it on the Trello there as well. I have put the link there. Also, I have manually checked the actual reviews shown on Airbnb from 1 until 24th of June, and 60 reviews, 28 of them actually are not included in the reviews breakdown on Database. And it seems like all the reviews around 20th of June are not included on the Database, and more info, you guys can see it on that paper as well. So, and for Booking.com, the review conversion slightly decreased by 0.25%. And it's possibly because there hasn't been any follow-up message due to lack of bandwidth in the HAR chapter at the moment. And the action plan is just for the Airbnb actually, that Chris and Vidi from product development will have further discussion on the reviews that are not being counted on Database, and I will monitor the update on that. And that's pretty much my update. Back to you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Ms. Sasha, for the explanation on this campaign. So I've seen that there is a issue in regards to the HAR bandwidth that we are quite short-handed to follow up the booking.com a campaign. Perhaps Mr. Vidi can help us to find another staff to help us on the HAR.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's what I would like to discuss with you guys on the discussion later
Okay,
on.
we can discuss it later on. Thank you, Vidi and Sasha. Next, we move to the Andres campaigns because Andres is not available at the moment, so I will explain it for you guys. Okay, it seems this campaign there is no update from Andre because just delegated from Anan to Andre. So basically, this campaign must be came from Anan, and then because Anan is already offboarded, she gave it to Andre. Okay, let's move to guest portal cross selling. Oh, it's good. Okay, at the moment there's no update from Andre in this campaign. Perhaps anyone is understand about this campaign from Andre? Anyone?
Yeah, I understand this one, but yeah, I think it's more of the question maybe who have updates on their campaign or their privates.
Sure thing. Thank you, Covid.
Yeah, because I understand that the bandwidth even for operational is very limited. There might be the bandwidth issue to create campaigns as well or of privates as well.
All right.
Yeah, maybe back to Mr. Chair.
Okay. Thank you, Vidi, for the explanation. And now we'll move on to the Sasha's campaign. Miss Sasha, could you help us explain the update? Is there any update?
Yeah, thank you. Actually, I haven't wrote down that one. I have just like checked on air support too for like the apa, like the guest response in regards to the follow-up message that we sent. I will put the conclusion later on, but actually, after 25 reach outs to the guests like follow-ups, only 2 of them responded, and like the rest like no response. So I think I will make this pivots done, and like it's not very apa sih namanya? It's
important.
Apa?
Do you mean it's not
Pokoknya
urgent?
intinya like we won't keep doing this pivot because of like most of the guests has no response on the messages, and like due to the lack of bandwidth as well in the HR, like I don't think it's worth the energy and time if we like keep checking on the messages, even though like most of them actually has no response. Yeah, so I think we won't be continuing this anymore. So I'll make it done, and I'll put the conclusion later on as well. And that's pretty much for this pivot. And for the next one, for the train partners to leave review, if you can move to the other card.
This one? Sorry. This one? Yeah, this one.
Train part. Yeah, this one. So for the one, Rafik and I decided to reach out to 6 properties that have higher booking rate, and below are the properties with the update from Rafik. So for Labomi, Rafik already told the staff to give review on Airbnb and Booking.com, and Mivila, the staff always said that as per Rafik update, and Kencana Homestay as well. Bidanu always say that as well. And for Despacito, Rafik will go there next week and give us the update. And last, not Puri Kelapa, it's same like others. They always mention as well to the guests to leave review upon checkout. And for the Kutu, Rafik haven't got time to go there yet. And the action plan is Rafik will provide the evidence with picture by next week. That's pretty much for this one. Back to you, Mr. Chair.
Okay, so just to make sure this one's for the first campaign. So you create the conclusion on the comment, and then you will move it to the done.
Yes, correct.
Okay, thank you. And then move on to next campaign from Maria. Maria, you have the time?
I don't have any update at the moment.
You don't have any? Okay, that's fine. Then perhaps any explanation that we want to give to for this campaign?
Yes, okay. Previous week I'm trying to reach out to guests who post their inquiries on Facebook, and I'm trying to reach them out.
Okay, thank you for the precise explanation, Maria. Let's move on to the next campaign from Maria again.
Yes,
Yes.
I don't have any update on this as well.
No update as well. No worries. So may we know what is the friction about these two campaigns? Why is there no update from
Uh,
Maria?
for the friction on nurturing the guest is because not all of the hosts is reaching out to the guests. I mean only some of them is being reached out, but not all of the guests.
Not all the guests. I see, I see. So this is the third complaints to VD that we have to find another staff
Yeah.
for our team. Okay. Next, we move on to the Grace campaign. Gray already asked me to explain the update of this campaign, which is extension reminder project. So the update is that this pivot is done. I have implemented it as a best practice reminder where I will tag HAR member on the guest panel select notification for the follow-up. I will still put data onto the paper, which is the snippet, the GCO tracker paper, so I can analyze who extend or why they did not want to extend. So I want to update also from this campaign. Gray has been tagging me a lot on Slack, on this Slack notification, and then also send me a WhatsApp to follow up to the guests. So I think Gray has done a great job on this campaign. Okay, let's move on to my. Yes,
Maybe
okay, you want to add?
for this one, if it's done and it's a best practice already, let's have Gray like update the best practice paper.
Okay, sure. I will ask Gray.
Yep. Do you have a secretary?
No, no, I will do myself.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, let's move on to my campaign. The first one is to in the visual guide poster, which is to help increase review check-in rate, which were under explained that there's a drop in the review check-in rate. So I'll explain why there is no update at all for past week from me. So the friction is of course the time budget I have because I have also some responsibility in my house. And then for at the moment, my friction is that why I cannot update it because first I use Adobe Illustrator, which is the software I use to create this poster where the Adobe Illustrator mess up my assets everywhere on the picture, on the lines, on the graphic everywhere. It's quite hard for me to fix it by one. As you know, if you guys use PowerPoint or Word, imagine that if you already make your paper and then the format is messed up, that's what I'm suffering right now. So probably I will move my current poster to Canva because it's easier. And I have already asked my friend, which is she has the premium one, so I can ask her account and then create a better poster on Canva, which is quite faster because Canva offer a lot of graphics and assets. And then at the moment, Mr. Jing already pinged me, already also slack me on Slack personal message because I did not respond to his comment. Perhaps Kofidi can cover my ass about this. Thank you so much, Kofidi. And then we
Yep.
move on to thank you, Kofidi. And now we move on to my other campaign, which is currently still a project, which I run by myself. And previously with Erica, it was Erica's idea to make a documentation and a best practice, but because she already offboarded, I decided to only make the logging. So perhaps Vidi already know about this,
Yep.
but Sasha and Maria, I can explain it right now. So I already put on snippet, which is VC tracker with single T, not double T. So basically, this campaign is that just a data logging for every visit inquiry that came up from any source, let's say from Lily's Facebook, Nadine Facebook, or Airbnb Region One, and anywhere else. So we just make a simple follow up, simple variable on the seats. So if you want to have any feedback, in regards to this, I'll be happy to have it because at the moment this project is still this is still on progress, and I will add two more formula to the sheets, which is quite easy for me because it's just a simple formula. But at the moment, Andre already told me that if you want to floor it to the all of the HAR member, we have to make it truly useful and find the main reason why do we have to create this project. And then we move on to next. Do we have to explain this one? The fundamental, done, and pending?
Oh, no, no, no.
No, all good.
Actually, Dita, I have, Mr. Chair, I have
Yes,
a
yes,
question for the on-site visit tracking. Like, do
yes,
you count the, like, do you check it manually for like the visit and stuff?
yes. I have. I check it almost every time with the
Mm.
with the paper with the sheets always open up on my browser tab. Let me just zoom in. Let me zoom in. So I already put a description or remarks on up on here. If you want to, if you want to find out how to input it, it's quite easy. So I'll explain to you to Sasha. The first is the date of the inquiry coming, and then we guess the guest name, the property, the date of visit, the time of visit, and the source. So you can see the source is blank right here because it's only me. It's just only me to put input the information on this sheet because it's not forwarded yet to the HR member, only me
Okay, okay, okay.
until VD and Andre approve this project, I will forward it to all of you guys. So it's just quite some
Okay,
kind of
okay.
yes, it's just some kind of prototype. At the moment,
Awesome.
I already yes, I already at the moment I already put some quite simple formula, which is count A. If guys if you guys already know it, it's to count how many inquiry do we have, how many allowed inquiry by partner to visit, and how many ghosted inquiry that has been that so the guest asked to visit but they didn't come. So I already counted that. So among of these 46 inquiry that have been counted, actually there are more than 46. I've seen a lot of you guys in HR member already asked for visit inquiry in the partners group, but I did not manage to to type it right in the zip. But at least I already count it. There's 46 inquiry. So among those 46, only one deal has been made, which is in Tegas no no, which is in Asri village, which the guest confirmed to stay 1 month. That's all. Any feedback from Kofidi perhaps and Maria?
For me, I still the same as the one that I commented. Maybe it would be helpful if we understand the reason behind the turn down as well, so we can understand. For example, the turn down is because the property is not clean. Like when the guest did on-site visit, maybe then we can tell the community team to inform the partner that, oh yeah, you have to be clean when there's a visitor or stuff like that. So that will be the insightful part actually.
Sure thing, sure thing. That could be
Yep.
implemented because I already put a variable which is the follow up variable where you guys can put why the guest
Yeah.
is not interested. Yeah, we can update it.
Yes,
We can
like
update it.
not interested is very general, like no response. We have to be able to get more information from that one.
Sure thing, sure thing. Thank you, Coffee D. I will update it right away. Thank you so much. And from Maria, do you have any feedback on this campaign? Kak Maria, are you here? Are you there?
Maybe can we also make it like as a reminder too? So
As a
when
reminder,
yep, so when
uh,
guests actually want to visit, I mean like next on the next days, so we can actually remind them as well.
okay, that will be good. But at the moment, I don't create any formula that could remind us to follow up because I have already opened up every time this tab, so I will check it thoroughly. But thank you so much, Kak Maria.
Okay, because we usually only put it on the night shift handover paper that someone or our some guest is going to visit on several days later.
Sure thing.
Yeah, I think this is very Maria's idea is similar to what we discussed previously, Dipta. If this is already like put into production in Trello, then there is like the due date for the visit date maybe, and then it can be a reminder. And then we also discuss about the best practice of maybe reminding the partner or guest in the morning before the visit so that there are no miscommunication, stuff like that. Remember?
Yes, I remember
Yeah,
that.
that one. Yeah, this is related to that part.
Okay.
Mhm.
Probably, I think I will create the best practice for this one instead of just the data logging. Thank
Yep.
you, Kak Vidi and Kak Maria.
Okay.
Okay, okay, it's done. It's all done for the campaigns of the HAR member. Kak Maria, Kak Sesen Vidi, do you have any additional things you want to add, perhaps, or we can just move on to the discussion management?
Uh, I think since we are liking people as well for today, let's have the discussion on Discord so that we can
Sure thing.
yeah.
Oke, oke, thank you so much for everyone attending the meeting. Sayang sekali yang hadir cuma berempat aja karena banyak teman-teman yang berhalangan. Terima kasih
Yeah.
kesempatan teman-teman semua udah ngasih aku buat share meeting. Semoga kedepannya bisa dikasih kesempatan lagi dan terima kasih banyak.
Yeah,
Selamat pagi.
actually, Dipta,
Yeah.
I
Yes.
think you can also chair this week's meeting as well.
Di all hands?
I know. I mean, do you want to chair all hand?
Yeah, why not?
Okay, I'll tell the HR as well for that one. But I mean, HR Scrum for this Friday. Do you want to chair again? Like because if there are more people.
That will be fine. That's
Okay, sure. That would
Okay.
work. Yeah. So yeah,
Okay.
let's move to Discord as well. Discord yeah for apa? Maybe ease the communication. I'll stop the recording.
Okay. Thank you, Kofidi.